Good day to everyone. My name is Mr. Jonathan David Dela Cruz, and again, welcome to Curriculum Development. For this micro lecture series that we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about fundamental concepts in curriculum. In the fundamental concepts of curriculum, we have two major topics. We're going to talk about first is levels of curriculum, and then the second one is types and patterns of curriculum. Let's start right away. Okay. So the first one is the levels of curriculum. No, the reflection of the curriculum that we have inside the school is not again something that just pop up out of nowhere and has four foundations. No, we talked in the previous discussion that it has a philosophical, psychological, sociocultural, and historical foundation. But in the current society, we also have with different levels of curriculum before it reaches the learners. As you can see here in the image, no, there are different levels. Okay, we have the outer layer, and we also have the inner. We also have the inner layer. Okay, now the outermost layer of the levels of curriculum is referred as the societal level of curriculum, wherein the participants of the curriculum are the public stakeholders. Say, for example, first one is the politics, no? Um, kung sino man yung mga officials na nakaupo sa atin, pang ilan ng education sa kanilang prioritization, malaking factor din yun. We also have different organizations. We have, of course, the national agencies that supports the educational system that we have. We have Department of Education, formerly referred as DEX. We also have Commission on Higher Education, the CHED, and the TESDA. No? And apart from that, we also have NGOs, LGUs, and that promote education. But apart from that, we also have the historical and social cultural. So the historical and socio-cultural factor, no, influences the societal level of the curriculum. Meaning, how do people perceive or how do people see the curriculum? So that affects the educational system. So the society dictates on what will be the courses or what will be the subjects offered or what will be the specialization of the people around. If you remember, there was a trend in the Philippines na halos lahat ng mga anak ng uh, mga Pilipino, no, ginawa nilang mag-teacher ka kasi trend yan. O kaya naman, mag-nurse ka. There was a trend, there was a peak of applicants. No? This was because that was the demand of the society. So that's the societal level of curriculum. The societal level of the curriculum talks about public stakeholders, the statement of the community on how this community influences education system. Now, nasabi na ni society kung anong gusto niya sa curriculum. Second level is the institutional level. No? The institutional level is derived from society. So from the society, makikinig sa institute, no? Makikinig sa institute, dito na yung papasok yung schools and universities. Schools and universities, no? Kung kanina ang nakakaapekto lang na foundation of curriculum is the society and sociocultural rather and history. Ngayon naman na nakakaapekto naman is history, historical, sociocultural, but also philosophical. Bakit? Papasok na kasi tayo sa school. Papasok na tayo sa university. Kapag pasok mo sa university, as I have mentioned before, each school and each university has a prevailing philosophy. Ang bawat school, meron silang philosophy, meron silang mission, meron silang vision, no, on how they want their universities or schools to be seen. So therefore, no, the philosophy of the school influences sasalain ni institute yung sinasabi ng society. So for example, the demand for nurses, no, the demand for nurses is high. There was a time that the demand for nurses is high. Now, may ibang university na nag-open ng nursing course. May ibang university na hindi nag-open ng nursing course. Now, why is that? This is also because on the mandate. Say, for example, TUP, no? TUP is a technological school. It's a trade school. So, do you think now the mandate of the university is to focus on trade, on rather focus on engineering and technology? Now, is it somehow aligned if they offered nursing? Okay? So, hindi siya nakaangkla sa filosofiya ng school. So, dahil hindi siya nakaangkla sa filosofiya ng school, hindi namin siya i-offer. Something like that. So, that is the institutional level of the curriculum. Now, institutional level of curriculum, bawat school din ay may sinusunod na curriculum. Halimbawa, ang isang program, isang buong course, no, tinatanggap natin ito galing kay CHED. Pag tinanggap natin ito galing kay CHED, titingnan natin, i-contextualize natin ito sa philosophy, sa mission and vision ng ating school. Okay? So, that's the institutional level before implementing the entire school or the entire university. Even in DepEd ngayon, meron tayong tinatawag na LBM, um, school-based management, school-based management. So, ibig sabihin, SPM rather, school-based management. Meaning, principals no have the prerogative on how they want to run the schools rather. Um, but of course, kailangan nakasunod pa rin sila kay DepEd. Okay, so that's the institutional level. Now, next one is the instructional level of the curriculum. The instructional level of the curriculum is where teachers use of curriculum. Now, merong sinabi si society, again, from the societal level, may sinabi si society, o kailangan namin ng ganitong course. Pagpunta sa institutional level, kaya naman namin i-offer to, sige, offer natin. Now, gumawa sila ng curriculum, nag-draft sila ng buong program for entire academic year, and then binigay kay teacher. Ayun na yung instructional level of the curriculum. The instructional level of the curriculum is the interaction, supposedly, of course, the plan no, of the interaction of teachers and learners. May mapa. Ito na yung gagamit si teacher ng kanyang lesson plan. Okay? This is actually influenced again by philosophy, depending on the subject the teacher is teaching. Philosophy also because depending on the teaching philosophy of the teacher. Again, let me reiterate, a teacher cannot only have one philosophy. Ang bawat guro at pati ang subjects, no, may dominant philosophy yan. But it doesn't mean na yun lang ang kanyang educational philosophy. The second one na nakaka-apekto sa kanya is the psychology or the psychological foundation. Why? Because the strategies, the style, and approaches of teachers varies, nag-iiba-iba. Kahit pare-parehas kayo ng topic, no? Pare-parehas kayo ng content na ituturo. Pero ang mga teacher, no, may iba-iba yung strategy at technique kung paano nila ito maituturo. Also depending on the group of students that they have. So that is the instructional level. Now, again, instructional level is teachers' use of the curriculum mandated by the institution that is taken from the society. So papasok na tayo, no? Papunta na tayo sa learner. Now, pupunta na ba tayo sa learner? How will the curriculum reach the learner? Again, ang goal natin dito, let me just mention, ang goal natin sa levels of the curriculum is from the society to reach the learners. Because take note, no, in the 21st century education, let us put learners at the center of the curriculum. Kasi para sa kanila yung education na ginagawa natin. But before we bridge that to the learners, bago makarating no, ang curriculum sa mga learners, papasok ang fourth level of curriculum na tinatawag nating experiential level of curriculum, perceived and experienced by learners. Now, this may vary because of individual differences. This may vary because of individual differences. Pabalik tayo. From the society, sinabi ni society, ganito yung course na kailangan namin, ganito yung subject na kailangan namin. Papasok ka institute, sasalain niya, pasok ba sa filosofiya ng paaralan? Pagpasok sa filosofiya ng paaralan, sige, gagawan namin to ng curriculum, ipapattern namin ito. After that, ibibigay kay teacher, gagawa ni teacher ng lesson plans. Ngayon, si teacher, ang gagawin niya na lang, i-instruct niya na lang, no? Ng instructional level, ituturo niya na lang yung topic, yung content. But the level of understanding of a certain student, of different students also, no, will vary depending on their experiences. Say for example, you're teaching chemistry and then ang naging example mo of phase change is snow, no? Hindi lahat ng estudyante nakaranas ng snow. Maaari may mga estudyante kang nagpuntang ibang bansa at nakakita ng snow, no? Hindi nila ma-appreciate yon. Ano pwede mong gamiting alternative example? The possible alternative example mo for phase changes in chemistry would be the ice tubig, di ba? Ice tubig o kaya yellow sa ref, no? Tanungin mo bakit kaya yung yellow yung volume yung itsura ng volume ng ice lumalaki kapag ni-ref mo, something like that, no? Because somehow, although sabihin din natin maaaring hindi lahat ng estudyante mo may ref, ang ibig sabihin, at least majority of the learners have the grasp to experience rather. O kaya naman nasa ano ka, nasa isang area ka na sa agricultural area ka, nasa bundok ka banda. And then you're talking about advanced technologies, you're talking about uh, sobrang advanced technologies na kahit sa Metro Manila wala, no? Nagkakaroon sila ng sense of hope, syempre, na gusto din nilang ma-experience yung mga bagay na yun. But you have to contextualize again the content to the experiences of the learners. Okay? Kasi mas magkakaroon ng meaning. Okay? Again, ang nagbibigay ng meaning ng pagkatuto ng bata sa content, no, is the learning experience. The learning experience will tell us will tell us kung meaningful ba yung learning. A meaningful experience can actually say if the topic is meaningful. Now, don't get me wrong. Pwede din sa experiential level of curriculum yung activities na binibigay ni teacher. Yung activity ba ni teacher na at experiential level, no? Kasi nakaangkla ito sa cognitive development ni John Dewey na dapat experiential learning dapat nararanasan ng bata. So yung activity ba based sa content ni teacher ay nakaangkla, no? Yung activity or yung activity ba na binigay ni teacher ay nakaangkla ba ng angkop sa topic. Kaya dito ko sasabihin ulit, no, there is no perfect curriculum, perfect strategy, or perfect approach in teaching. There is only appropriate ones. Nagbabago-bago yan. Okay? So, wala na tayo sa one size fits all na one size fits all na activity. If you also notice, no, dati kasi hindi masyadong kino-consider itong experiential learning kaya dati sobrang heavy on pen and paper assessments. Pen and paper assessments na kapag na-perfect mo, magaling ka. Kapag hindi mo na-perfect, hindi ka magaling. Ganon yung perception before. But because of the level, no, experiential level of curriculum, ito yung magbi-bridge from the content to the learner. Dito dapat nagkakaroon ng eureka moment ang bata. Ay, oo nga, nakita ko yan, napansin ko yan. Okay? Phase change is under example mo for phase change would be rain, umuulan. No? Magpakulo ka ng tubig, yung pag umulan. No? These are observable phenomena that you can teach in science na nakikita at na-experience ng bata. Again, at the experiential level, ito yung moment dapat na magkakaroon ng eureka moment yung bata ng, ay, oo nga sir, oo nga ma'am, ganun po yung naranasan namin. O kaya naman sa activity, ay sir, parehas po yung tinuro nyo sa naging result ng activity po namin. Okay? That is why it is important, my dear future teachers, no, that when you teach, make sure that, no, what do you call this? Experiential level. No? Wag nating i-expect na mataas na agad yung learning ng bata, yung content, yung cognitive development ng bata. Natuloy-tuloy lang yung discussion mo. You should scaffold, no? Look for the zone of ZPD, okay? And then reach your students. Abutin nyo yung mga estudyante ninyo. That is experiential learning. Only then, kapag na-master mo yung experiential learning na yan, experiential level of curriculum na yan, pag na-master mo yan, hindi ka na magkakaroon ng masyadong problema from bridging the content to the learners. Kasi at the end of the day, no, kailangan maabot ng curriculum yung learner. Kasi hindi ma-appreciate ng bata yung curriculum kapag hindi niya ito nararanasan. Aanihin namin ang balancing chem, sir, hindi naman namin kailangan pambili, di ba? May mga gaganong sasagot sa'yo. Now, you should find meaning of the uses of your content. Okay, you should find meaning of the uses of your content. Now, simply sabihin mo na lang, simply that is a conservation of matter, conservation of mass, no? That in every input, there is always an output. Something, i-relate nyo lang sa pwedeng nararanasan ng bata. Pag may tiyaga, may nilaga, something like that, no? It's a balancing principle din yun eh. Kasi naglagay ka ng input and then definitely magkakaroon ka ng output in a balancing reaction, something like that, no? So, give meaning. Kaya ako tumagal dito sa experiential level of curriculum kasi ito yung crucial na part ng curriculum. Kasi from society to institutional to instructional, manageable yun ng professionals. Pero sa experiential level, ito na yung binabato na ni teacher yung instruction. Pero paano kung hindi nagigets ang bata? Kasi nga, hindi nila nararanasan or hindi angkop yung activity mo doon sa content. Okay? And only then, ma-appreciate ng bata yung learning. Okay? So, that's the levels of curriculum. We have the societal level of the curriculum, institutional level of curriculum, instructional level of curriculum, and experiential level of the curriculum. And this is the diagram that I've prepared from the society to the institutional to instructional. Now, a young black fonts na yan, black fonts na yan, no? Yan ay manageable by professionals. Pero pagpasok sa experiential learning, no, dyan na yung interaction ni teacher at ng student. Although pasok din instructional. No? Again, in order for you to bridge the content of your curriculum from instructional to the learners, kailangan ma-master mo yung experiential learning. Okay? Experiential level of the curriculum. So we have again 4 fundamental concepts of curriculum, 4 levels of curriculum. We have societal, institutional, instructional, experiential before reaching the learners. Because again, the learners is the center of curriculum in the 21st century, and we want the curriculum to reach the learners and vice versa. So when they graduate, definitely sila yung magsusupply, magsusuffice nung pagkukulang na hinihingi in society. Okay? So again, that's the 4 levels of curriculum. Thank you very much for listening, and please watch the next micro lecture video on types and patterns of curriculum. And thank you.